Hey, Soul Warriors. Are you tired of feeling trapped in the never ending cycle of searching for the next spiritual tool to fix what's broken? In this video, we reveal exactly what you can do to break free from this cycle and finally move the needle on what truly matters. Join us as we explore a new perspective that will empower you to step outside the confines of spiritual expectations and into your wholeness. Don't miss out on this next level of your evolution. I have like a Home Depot truck of spiritual tools, physical and experiential.
Me too.
And I've been in this cycle. I still am on occasion. I find myself there on a lot of things where I feel stuck. I feel trapped. And it's been a beautiful epiphany to me in the last few years to actually find what's on the other side of that and to realize a lot of it is programming and marketing of what's wrong with you, and I have the tool for you, and you will never feel like this again, and all that damn bullshit that we want to fix what doesn't feel good so freaking bad, and we want to believe the person so freaking bad because they know exactly our language to speak that hits all those little buttons. And so you buy the thing, and then you feel like you're in the same freaking spot at the end of the 6 months or the weekend workshop or whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is that you're already whole. You're not missing anything. You don't need to adapt to anything. You are 100% whole. You have everything that you need within yourself, and you just need to believe that. You need to access that. You need to be able to let it shine so freaking bright that when you're doing anything throughout your day in your life, you're working from that particular place of knowing, because you are a whole. We all have the ability to fix ourselves. We have the ability to heal ourselves. We have the ability to shift our mindset.
Let's go through the basic steps, because we're all going to have points and different things that are going to happen where we're going to feel trapped and we're going to feel stuck and we're going to feel like we're in struggle. So, I mean, being whole doesn't mean that you never have these feelings, because these feelings and these experiences are part of being here on earth. So you're perfectly normal and still whole, even if things feel like they need to be fixed and things present themselves to be healed. So your first thing is you're going to have an awareness. Something doesn't feel right. I'm not liking it. Something's off. I'm not sure what to do. You're going to, now that you're aware of it, that's like 9/10 of everything. Mm-hmm. I'm going to present it for healing to myself, to my guides, to the universe. Step 2, after your awareness, you are going to do the work. And most of you know these first two. That's why I'm just kind of glossing over them really quick. This is assuming that you've done all the damn things and you've tried all the damn things and you still feel that thing. What do you do then? We keep seeking, typically. And I want to hit on really why we do that and why this is normal. Because what I found is I'm like, okay, so why when I went to that workshop did I feel different? But then 3 days later, I was back in the same place. Or why did I get really excited about that person? And then a month later, I'm back in the same place. And it's because if I looked at those tools or those events or those workshops, there was something that I got out of them. A feel of like, there's going to be a freedom here because this is going to solve it. So I was able to step into the solution energy and the already solved energy because this container had got it for me, and get out of the problem energy.
Right.
Because we're spinning around in what needs to be fixed and chasing and chasing and seeking and chasing constantly.
Yeah.
And then also connection, a huge piece that we all connect into each other, into each other's energy, and then we can evolve together. We're all seeking connection. It's a vital thing to survive on this earth. So when we go into these containers and find other people, hey, with the same problem and the same hopeful and the same, we're all in solution energy right now and we're open and this is awesome. We feel that connection, so it feels good. These all imprint our body and our being and start to give our mind a way to start shifting into something different. But the reason it doesn't maintain is because you start old habits, telling the story again over here and finding the evidence that, people still screw each other over and relationships go bad and look, my bank account's getting low and all the things. And we find the evidence and we walk ourselves back into the frickin' problem. So it's only this temporary high. We do it almost like an endorphin hit instead of staying focused on what's actually working for us. So this third missing mysterious step is what you focus on. If you're focusing on the problem, if you're focusing on the struggle, if you're focusing on the stuck feeling, after you've been aware of it, you've done the guts work to get to the root of it, and then you're not anchoring into that freedom space that you felt when you used that tool, that sense of relief that you felt when you had that body work done and you felt that thing just shift in your being, that sense of fun and aliveness when you were doing that group activity with a bunch of people and you were all like laughing at how silly you were acting, but it was just shaking out all the issues. Like, those are the things that we need to focus on and look for the evidence of. And how can we anchor into the fun? How can we anchor into that freedom? How can we do work and not even do work, embody those feelings that we're looking for?
Yeah. It's interesting. I saw a video with Brene Brown and was talking just about that.
Oh, okay.
About finding evidence. If you're looking for the evidence of you're not enough, you're going to find it. Mm-hmm. If you're looking for the evidence that apply whatever into that, you're going to find it. Now imagine if you use the same concept to find the evidence in the positive, in the things that are working in your life, on the things that are evolving, that are shifting, all the good things, the things that are working for you, then you will find it as well. Mm-hmm. And that's where we tend to kind of veer away from. It is so easy to pick up on the negative stuff that's out there. It is so easy to doubt ourselves. It is so easy. Now, but it is equally as easy to build ourselves up. It is equally as easy to walk in your fullness, in your wholeness, in your power, in your ability to make decisions, all those things. So look for the evidence in those things in your life, because they are there. Because bottom line, all the tools that you need, you already have within you. You know, walk into your own personal Home Depot and look for what you need for that particular moment in time. And you will see that you will walk that line very easily. Mm-hmm.
And if you need the support and you need help to weed out those things, like, don't look for the person that says they can hand you the quick fix. You know, look for the people that are going to walk by your side, that have maybe already walked through what you've walked through. So they have some sort of felt body sense and mind sense and a real embodying of spirit sense behind this thing. So they can walk with you in a really way that honors how it works for you. Because also this one size fits all is going to fix everything. There is no such thing, and we all know this when we've tried on clothes, as one size frickin' fits all. It's just it's a cute marketing technique, basically.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, find the people that are going to be honest with you, and you respect and honor that honesty as well, because it works both ways. Like me and my best friend, I mean, she will tell me when I'm not being 100% authentic, or she'll call bullshit on me, one or the other. And I do the same for her. So it's like getting people like that in your life. I mean, you do the same thing for me. You'll call me on my stuff and I will call you on yours. But the key here is not to take it freaking personally. Don't take it as a form of attack or anything like that. Find the love, find the honesty and the brilliance in being uncomfortable in a conversation where you can grow.
Right.
And that's the thing. It's like the minute somebody that we perceive as criticism, lockdown. We get defensive. We start shooting daggers and all those things. When that person, if they're truly your friend, your partner, your whatever the case is, they're going to be honest with you. And that needs to be okay. Because if you're going to be honest with them and you expect the respect back, then, do the same for them.
And if it really triggers you that badly, take a look at yourself. So is it an old wound where, like, a parent was critical of you when you were a kid, so that's kind of triggering to you. And then if you realize that, like, say, hey, I got triggered because of this within me, not because you said this and it made me feel like that. Like, we're drawing this back to have these things that are happening around us. They're working for us. If we can start looking at them as everything is happening for me, everything is happening for my best benefit, and everything is an opportunity. I mean, maybe it's just simply an opportunity for you to manage your energy. Like,
exactly.
I didn't like what that person says, and that's not my reality, so I'm not taking that in. And that's fine. Like, just shoot. You don't have to get into the shooting daggers and the defensive, because now you're saying, oh, they're shooting negative energy at me, I'm going to shoot negative energy back. And yay, we're in a big negative energy loop. And so that's not going to assist your healing at all whatsoever. We had a live action thing a few days ago. We were working on a part of our website on a landing page, because we're doing a free 3-day event in a few weeks. And we started writing it, and we had worked on some marketing stuff. And it was all like, push your finger into the person's pain and get them to feel it. And we're like, we don't want to do that. And it started feeling yucky. And then I'm like, I'm not doing this, but I want to do the 3-day event. And obviously you guys need some place to sign up for it. But this whole the marketing thing just doesn't feel good to us. So we're like, how can we write this in a different way? And Wolf went into coaching mode, because she's like, okay, see, you're in resistance. You're getting pissy, because I'm like, I just don't want to do this. Fuck this. And so she asked me all these questions. Are you hitting an upper limit? Blah, blah, blah. And we went into it. And I just, like, nothing was like landing as something deeper in me that I had to go into. And then I don't remember which one of us cracked a joke. And then it just switched the whole mood. And then we started laughing, and we got fun with it. And we're like, well, we should just say, and we just shot out some like off the cuff stuff that we would normally say in a conversation with people. Right. And we're like, yeah, we're going to write that. And then it started to feel good. And then things started to flow. And then it worked for us. Why? Because we shifted our intent from the problem we looked at to see if there was a problem. We recognized there was resistance. We recognized it wasn't working. So why wasn't it working? What was it triggering within? Is there anything I can do? No. Okay. Oh, wait, it's fun. This is missing fun. I only want to pour my energy into things that feel fun, that feel free, that feel relaxed, that feel like me. And as the second we got into alignment with how our energy works, it flowed. And so very soon we'll be able to put out that webpage so you guys can sign up for this freaking amazing 3-day event that we're going to have so much fun at.
And it all started with being brave enough to be able to have a conversation and feeling secure in that. I felt secure enough to ask her these questions because I was seeing the resistance in her. I saw the light of pleasure, of creation go out in her. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, something's going on here. And that's definitely not something that we don't want, that kind of energy in our stuff. So, it's like, okay, let's step back. You just hit an upper limit problem. Let's go there. So we just had all sorts of conversations behind it. But it took not being afraid or having some sort of doubt in having an initial conversation. Mm-hmm. I knew that if I became curious and then listened, I wasn't offering any information. I wasn't offering any suggestions. I just listened. I asked a question and would listen and let her process. And that's when you are able to do that, it all comes up. One of the things that someone I follow says, get still. The answers will come up. Also, because I did that. I was finding some resistance somewhere, but I didn't know what. For the life of me, consciously, I could not figure it out. And then I just got still, and it all came up, when we were having that conversation outside.
Oh, right.
So it's like, those are the things. And I did not know that I was holding on to something from the past, that had to deal with her. And that's what was kind of coming forth. And I wasn't aware of it because consciously, I didn't think that that's where I was. But when I got quiet and really thought about it and I didn't really think about it. When I got quiet and just allowed it to happen, mm-hmm. that's when the answers came. That's where we're coming up with you have the Home Depot within you.
Yes.
You have the skills, you have the ability. It's all about just sitting still, meditation, do the things that allow for the thoughts, for the problem, for the situation to come up and really guide you through that process. Because too many people out there are, coaches alike, are too busy poking at the problem, okay? And we're here about, you already know what the problem is, you know what the solution is. How do we help you get there? Is more of that. Because the power comes down to you. We want to walk by your side. We don't want to walk in front of you. We don't want to walk behind you. And that's how the things work around spirituality and just human behavior in general.
I want to give you a quick message before we get back to this episode. Unlock the secrets of your soul for free with Soul Notes. Say goodbye to feeling stuck and hello to the validation of your alignment. These weekly prompts are filled with reminders, gentle nudges, and sometimes a kick in the ass, all with love from your soul. Don't just take our word for it. Try Soul Notes for yourself and see the difference it can make in your life. Trust us, your soul and you will thank you. Just go to soulnote.org. That's SOULNOTE.org. Now back to our podcast. Right. So you've been taught, put into this box of all the spiritual buzzwords, and I have to do the inner child work and I have to do the shadow work. And they're all valid. They are all valid. But when you're not coming from a place of leadership, of knowing yourself and leading yourself, and you're saying, oh, you can be my teacher, you can be my guru, you can be my coach, and putting that person on a pedestal, you are denying your own power. But no one's taught you, like, okay, this is when enough is enough. And now how are we anchoring into, instead of anchoring into the problem and the heaviness and the old stuff and the past or the worries about the future, how are we anchoring into our origin energy and what we want to feel?
How about entertaining, okay, I think I already healed that.
Yeah.
Let's proceed from that place and see how it feels, how it sits, how it lands in your body. And if it's a hell yes, then that means you're on the right track.
So when we go into these processes, like together or with any of our clients, it's just a few questions to see, if there's, scratching some earth and see if there's anything under there. And if they're not, we pivot, anchor into the good energy, anchor into what you want. Focus on that. Build that up. Build those neural pathways so that your brain starts firing, looking for the evidence of the things that you want instead of the brokenness. Mm-hmm. If it's too good to be true, it usually is. Know that with all marketing things, because we're really tired of seeing people like, I've been to 50 coaches. How are you going to be any different? Or I've been to all these workshops. How is this different?
And that's a good question to ask yourself. Do you want a quick fix? Then go towards you're going to gravitate towards those people that are going to offer that for you. If you want something that's going to be sustainable and is going to be with you for the rest of your life, then you'll start attracting those people. So it's like deciding what it is that you want and then see how it unfolds, because it will unfold. The energy is flowing in that direction, and those people, those situations will come up.
Right. And we also see, like, when energy moves, it's like this whole cyclical thing, but it's movement. It's not just a circle. And with spirituality, it feels like they have you circling this thing with all these different tools all the time, fixing the brokenness and doing the yoga or all the whatever everybody else is doing and feeling good about it. And there's not a lot of focus on the evolution of it and the rising up and the becoming more and more of yourself and the becoming more of a leader and your god or goddess walking on this earth. So take a look and see if you're focusing more on the human condition, like, oh, this is what's going on. This is hard, because this is what we're taught when we're kids. Things are hard. Things aren't fair. Suck it up. Get over it. What if you were told life is easy? Life is really simple. Life is what you make of it. That's the only thing I can really hook onto from when I was a kid that I believe is true. It is exactly what you make of it. So start telling yourself, I'm going to keep things simple. Things are simple for me. These are happening for me. So how can I line this up so it's in the vibration and the frequency that I'm looking for, and continue to walk that way?
In proceeding in your life, if you are clear of the things that you will allow or not allow to come into your energy field, then that's how it's going to evolve into things, okay? That's when you get to activate your energy. You get to activate the tools that you know. And getting curious is the first step, okay? And this is what the message that we want to bring to you guys is that you are whole. You are capable of managing life. You're capable of managing the people and the energy around you. And is it something that you are going to subscribe to or not? It's such a beautiful thing to play witness to.
Yeah.
Because the capabilities that we have to be able to stay in our sovereignty, to keep our energies clean, despite the people, the situations that are in front of us, is epic. I mean, we got to see it in motion. I mean,
right.
Neither one of us said, "Oh, this is what we're going to do."
Right. We just naturally
automatically do it because this is how we practice. We see situations in our lives or the people in our lives, and we take that as opportunities to start checking the barometer within ourselves. You know, we are practicing this. We are learning this. Why did this push my button? Why did I react this way? Curiosity is the number one key to opening up your energy to something different. Mm-hmm. It really is, because that gives you the opportunity to get real super curious about why you're acting, reacting, or staying quiet, or any of those things. And you get to learn so much about yourself in the midst of somebody else's stuff.
Absolutely.
I don't want to poke people's pain.
No, I don't want to dim your light just so that you pay me. Like,
exactly.
It's just ridiculous.
I automatically see your sovereignty, your brilliance, your wholeness. Why would I want to pick on your pain points? Mm-hmm. I want to talk to that part of you so that you can see your own brilliance.
Because when you start tapping into your quantum self and you're not so like dense down into the human condition physical self, like, I mean, we want to pay attention to what the body's saying and needing. We want to pay attention to what the mind's saying and needing, because we are here. But when you identify more from your wholeness, from your quantum self, then you can okay, like you're a conductor of an orchestra. Like, okay, you need this and a little bit more this, a little more cowbell, a little more energy, whatever you need. And it starts getting lighter and more fun and easier to move through things. So you can see people in pain are really in their human self and not in that quantum self, which can shift, I meant to say, and heal and do all those things in an instant. And then if you go and then anchor back into human body self and disconnect from that quantum self, or feel disconnected, block it, I should say, from yourself, that's when it starts getting struggle, and the struggle bus comes back on up your street, and you jump back on.
Yeah, for sure. And let's not forget one thing is that we have our physical body. Awesome. But there are also multiple energetic bodies that we need to pay attention to. Because you may not physically be feeling something, but your energy bodies might be. Mm-hmm. So you always want to check in with those parts of yourself, okay? So that you really have a good pulse on all your energy bodies. And so that when you're sitting in your sovereignty, it doesn't matter what comes your way. You got this.
Mm-hmm. And we'll tag a video we did recently about being in your power. So if you want to know what that looks like and feels like and how to do that, that's a great reference. I think it's a quick 15-minute video on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, the bottom line is we all know where your energy goes. That's what grows. So if your energy is in stuck, struggle, broken, fix, tool, I need another tool, I need another book because that one didn't work, if you're in that, that's what's going to grow. And we don't want that. So you dip in, you do what you need to do. Like you get a cut, you go clean it out, you put something on it to help it, you bandage it up, and then you go back and enjoy your life, hopefully. That's the bottom line. You don't just stay, oh my God, I got a scratch. Like that's wallowing. That's staying stuck in the cycle. So the other side of that is anchoring and actively participating and putting your intent and your energy into freedom, into fun, into happiness, into love, and making those things your norm.
Yeah, for sure. So be sure to like, subscribe, leave us a comment, and that's it for us. Be kind.
Peace.